people sled reaches the respect quarter.
Guys, we've got to try and divert this Zeth from going where it wants to go.
Good call.
I'll do it. Gregor wraps his body around the shadow tendril, cuddling it dearly, and with one arm stabs his glaive into the ground, forming a rudder.
People sled coming through!
Surprisingly, begins to turn.
Marcus snaps his fingers and creates an illusion of a wall directly in front of Zeth.
It jumps and does a flying knee through the illusionary wall.
All right, then.
I think it would have just kneed through a real wall, guys.
The illusion shatters from the sheer awesome.
Yes. What do you say we stop this sled ride?
Good idea.
I'm getting quite nauseous. Mr. Imp Man!
Rat, you know me, Rat.
Will you join me in a mass summoning?
I mean, yeah, sure, like a bunch of imps and rats.
Yes!
That sounds nice to me. Here, let me try something to soup it up just a little bit. Marcus, raises one hand up to his horns and gouges the palm on it, letting some blood drip down. It forms into the shape of a pentagram on his palm. Okay, blood sacrifice imp summoning, let's do this.
Rat stands on the corpse alongside of you and extends both of his arms, black magic dripping from his fingertips. His cloak billows, jangling with unpleasant artifacts. His eyes glow. From the ether around you, rats begin to materialize, their flesh starting as a single kernel, then expanding, bloating outwards into a screeching rat creature.
Marcus follows suit, holding up his blood-sigiled hand to the air, eyes glowing with a strange red light, and imps begin to pop out of existence at an alarming rate.
The ball, a collection of both imps and rats, slams into Gregor, who is maintaining the rudder. It acts as a catching point, stopping the Zeth completely.
Oh, God! My ears!
The two summoners emerge from the pile on top of it.
I hold out my hand for a high five.
He high-fives you.
Something in Rat's hand snaps.
You should,
I am so sorry.
That's okay. You are also mildly cursed after that. I wouldn't try not to touch anything with that hand.
Okay. Marcus puts his hand back in the mirror.
The creature turns around. Wow, there are a lot of hangers on. I should have done this from the beginning. It sweeps its hand through the shadow line and severs the tie.
No.
Oh, in retrospect, yeah, Gregor, stop him!
Gregor,
The imps rush forward, picking up the severed shadow line.
Gregor hops on top of this rat and slaps it in the back of the head.
Mush!
Run, rat, run!
Go, my children, loot and pilfer this place for any and all artifacts. I mean, help the citizens of the town.
No, definitely don't do that. Just chase the blue thing.
Okay,
please.
yes, and if you find anything, you know the deal.
We'll do that later, Rat. Eyes on the prize.
Same deal as always, little one. Rat slips a fold of bills behind his back into one of the rat's open palms. It takes off into the distance.
How many KPMs does this rat have?
Gregor, that's a nice vehicle you got there. It's got 2.5 kiers per right now.
How about cures per just then?
Oh man, that's an entirely different issue.
Sounds like I need another. Gregor splits the difference between these two rats and attempts to stand between them, a foot on each head.
Kier separates Marcus from the gaggle and hops out.
Come, my comrades, forward!
You pursue the creature. Marcus and Kier running just behind you and your trusty steed. Rat veers off in a worrying direction.
All right.
He's probably gonna go watch Morin's shop for him, right?
Oh, I thought we were going to mush the rats and the imps into a new sled. You know what? Just Marcus is gonna do that.
Just don't mind me and my herd of carnivorous rats.
The imps begin to tug Marcus at normal running pace.
The creature runs forward and with a glorious leap, swan dives into the water.
Are these things waterproof?
Waterproof. I'm not familiar with this term. Do you mean fully submersible?
Sure.
No, those two are not. You're going to want to trade me. He lifts one up and throws it to you.
Hey, Kier, hop on.
Oh man, are these the submersa imps you were talking about, Marcus? The ones I upgraded?
No.
Oh.
The imp sled slows to a casual walking pace.
With Kier on it. Oh, this is, Straight for that water, imp sled. Marcus, imp sled or imp raft?
They take a sharp 90-degree turn to the left and drift over to the water, stopping just at the end. 3 of the imps fall in.
Oh wow, that was like a 3 little sacks of potatoes.
Marcus snaps his fingers and unsummons them.
Paddle, rat, paddle! Gregor stands atop the paddling rat's back.
It submerges.
Okay, boys, stepping stone formation. Marcus stands on these imps.
Marcus balances perfectly on them. Kier jumps, lands on one, and immediately it and Kier submerge.
Good try.
Gregor is now knee-deep in water, egging his rat to paddle fast.
I fling an eldritch blast at the creature.
It's no longer clear if the rat is still paddling.
Stance of the boundless ocean! It vanishes into the water.
Swishy fish again.
Wet engineer.
Like a swishy fish, Gregor swishes over to the Zeth.
Just
and like
like
a
a
swishy
Marcus
fish,
provides ranged support.
like a swishy fish might do, tangles himself in the Zeth's legs. Purposely. Or at least it looks like that.
You charge at the Zeth, much like a fish you've seen caught in the strange turbines of Kier's mechanoboats.
Rip Gregor.
Oh no.
You attempt to stop its forward momentum and completely ruin Kier's day. However, the Zeth was waiting. I told you I found what was wrong with your style. Not enough cool attacks. It turns and checks you with its back in the water. 10-ton whale! You fly backwards, impact the rat, bounce off of it, and bounce out of the water, sliding along the ground, wet.
Doing great, Gregor. Walk it off.
You lie on your back, staring straight up. You notice Rat emerging from Colvin's restaurant with all of his food. Smoke screen! Rat throws a skull on the ground. The skull begins to sing in a foreign tongue.
Hey, you're so
Rat shuffles away.
Gregor spits up water he didn't realize he swallowed.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try something kind of new here, so you might want to stand back for a sec. Hey, no, come back here. Marcus wades after the Zeth, and he takes his cursed hand out of the mirror, raising it along with his other hand to conjure up a spell above his head. Taking a sliver of his newly acquired demon soul, Marcus injects it into the magic, and then lets the magic choose what it wants to do.
Marcus infuses his spell with demonic energy, the very essence of his chaotic soul. The spell warps, changing, becoming unpredictable. He achieves infernal spell effect number 35, a favorite.
Space warps around Marcus, and a cloud of small, happily tweeting birds emerges over his head. It grows larger and larger. There's far too many small birds. They close upon their target, and each bursts into a miniature fireworks explosion. As the birdpocalypse begin, Marcus poses as best as he can, like standing
In the water.
half in the water, and goes, "Take that, my festival of 1,000 sparrows."
Marcus, that's so cool!
I know, I just thought
Oh my god, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen! The creature emerges from underwater. Was that supposed to kill?
I throw an eldritch blast at its face.
Okay, that's what I thought. It dives back underwater again. God damn it. Kier wades up next to Marcus, giving him a shoulder and some more weight to move through the water with. No, it's still really cool, man.
I kind of have a... Yeah, hey, thank you.
Yeah, I
appreciate that.
I understand the desire to light fireworks and also being thrown into the ocean and trying to light fireworks in the ocean. It's rough stuff, man.
Yeah, it's this ambition that I've always had.
Right?
I feel like nobody really understands it.
Oh, really? Nobody? Have you met me?
I was... He gotta give me some time to finish. I was gonna say until I met you here.
The two wade through the water at a slow pace after the relatively fast swimming Zeth.
From behind, and slightly singed as he leaps gracefully through the trees, Gregor zooms past them, landing on the opposite shore. The trick was to stay out of the water.
What?
It emerges just to see Gregor standing above it.
Enough!
This is awkward.
As if the Zeth was completing a swimming marathon, Gregor's glaive becomes the finish ribbon. To finish it! Swing!
This is extremely awkward. The creature is forced down into the water.
Quick, I've got him harpooned. Time for the follow-up.
Now's our chance. Kier, you got anything?
We just finished talking about fireworks and water, man.
Marcus extends his hand towards the Zeth. Have at it, then.
It's like you don't even listen sometimes. The two continue wading forward. The creature springs out of the water. Okay, once again, you got me good, Red Man.
It's Gregor.
Gregor, that is a name worth remembering.
Redman's kind of a cool nickname, though.
It's pretty all right. I'd go by that if I wasn't primarily blue and purple.
You've got the cape.
I know, I try.
Guys, hurry up, I'm distracting it.
Come on, we're on our way. We're almost here.
There used to be a shrine
Ooh,
here.
these rocks are slippery.
There used to be a shrine here. It looks around. It seems it was destroyed very recently.
Whoops.
But the intent still remains. It raises one arm into the air and strikes the ground. Cracks run through the world once again.
Oh, that's so cool.
You feel the world, you feel the universe destabilizing around you once again. It's not the most comfortable feeling possible. You feel the gigantic binding set over the city, giving way, shuddering with every strike of the creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
This feels very wrong.
This guy's really strong.
Oh, well, we made it. We got the situation
Here.
under control. It's just the four of us like it's always,
Yeah.
Wow. I'll help you out, Marcus. Kier helps drag Marcus out of the water.
Thank you. These boulders are slippery.
Yeah, that's a little bit real. Okay, but he's super strong. You seem to be keeping up with him pretty well, Gregor, though.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired, though. Tired of being punched, mostly.
I'm tired of being glaved. It makes two of us.
We'll just have to see who has the most endurance. Gregor jumps on top of this wall for extra height to match the height of his opponent, then jumps down, swinging his glaive once more.
The creature, watching Gregor gain the additional height, the superiority of the high ground, watches as he swings his glaive down. It open palms the flat side of the glaive, knocking it to the side, grabs Gregor with one hand and puts him in what is the equivalent of a gigantic headlock. Gregor's legs dangle off the ground.
Marcus, watching Gregor on the high ground like he just was, has a bit of a tickle in the back of his brain. Oh, I know what I can do. Marcus snaps his fingers and Gregor begins to inflate.
What the? The creature lifts up Gregor and throws him bodily at Marcus.
Watch it.
Post-lob, the creature leaps, jumping up. It draws its arm back, aiming square for the center of Gregor's head. You hear a cracking, and suddenly its piston-like arm darts forward, slamming Gregor straight in the forehead. His head arcs backwards, slamming against the stones.
Ooh. Blood sprays everywhere like a fountain, drenching everyone.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I just take out a spare shirt and, try and plug up the wound.
The creature sweeps to the side and attempts to strike at Marcus to follow up.
Oh crap, Marcus holds the mirror in front of the strike as it comes at him.
Are you ready for the Pangolin Ripper?
I'm really not. Marcus holds the mirror out in front of him trying to catch the strike as it comes at him.
It sweeps its arm around like a gigantic claw.
Oh.
It It swipes through the back of the mirror, dividing it into 3 clean sections. Marcus feels so strange in his arm, like it's what was once one continuous appendage is now stretching into 3 different spots entirely.
What the hell?
Your arm across dimensions is driven into 3 distinct sections, just like magic spaghetti.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm just gonna take my arm out of the mirror.
As you pull your arm back, 3 individual versions of your arm reconnect. You suddenly feel your arm experiences existential destruction as 2 alternate timelines are overwritten. You feel cold in your prime arm, the one forged from 2 lost dimensions.
So, does this mean that I can... Marcus winds his arm back and punches the Zeth in the jaw. Square in the jaw. Does it have all the power of 3 Marcus punches?
I will admit, you're hitting about 3 times as hard as you were before. The creature doesn't move. It checks you with its back. How about another 10-ton whale?
Is that the one that sent Gregor flying?
You whiz backwards, hitting a tree.
That's it!
It's fine. I'm just gonna stay on this tree for 9 days and nights. I'll get some mystical knowledge and we'll come back to this.
The back of Gregor's head is still against the rock, but his feet are firmly planted on the ground. His back forms an arch. Then, like a whipping whiplash scorpion, he flings forward and headbutts the Zeth. There's a crack like thunder.
Like an elastic arch, Gregor drives his forehead into the creature. It impacts with the crack. Both are forced back with the incredible agony. Gregor bleeds from both front and back of head. Oh man. You actually are extremely strong. Are you going to be okay? Holy hell!
I've bled more than this. Well, I guess not really, because I'm really big now, but relatively. Gregor retrieves his tiny glaive.
Did the bloodstains shrink when you shrink?
We're gonna find out.
Marcus ponders from the tree. If you're this tough, I don't feel as bad laying into you.
Bring it on!
It once again takes a step forward in an attempt to strike both you and Kier simultaneously. It raises one arm over its head, one arm below its body.
I know where this is going!
Jaws of the total fake out. It turns around, checking you with its back. The whale thing again! Gigantic Gregor flies backwards, cracking his back on the low wall. He loops through the air, feeling that he'll probably land in a devastating crater. Shockingly enough, his descent is slowed. Slowly drifts to the ground, overcome by intense agony.
Oh, this might be good. Might be bad. What is going on?
You suddenly drift to a stop. You notice a hand of arcane force is supporting your entire body. Oh, hey, gigantic Gregor, could you
Hey, little Indian.
Could you use a hand? She watches the arcane hand of force. Help.
Yeah. You should. That would have been funny if you had kept going with it.
No, it wouldn't have. Gregor, you're kind of at a 90-degree angle right now. You hit that wall fairly hard.
Yeah. You caught that, huh?
A little bit. Was that Marcus that flew away earlier? This town's kind of extremely on fire.
Is that a condescending witch that I hear?
So,
do you want to tag in for a second?
yeah, I think I also heard something earlier about we clearly have this something.
We say that a lot. Maybe it'll work out one time.
There's suddenly a crack. A man hits a wall, flies overwards. Totally have this! Sending a spray of blood behind him. Oh, God, good. Oh, I didn't have a hand for that one. Huh. Well, regardless, this fire interrupted some very important rest I was getting. How about I bend you back into shape?
That'd be a good idea. Which way is that again?
That's a good question. I think we'll find out through experimentation, Gregor.
A single tear falls from Gregor's eye.
Marcus, still stuck on the tree, decides to summon some help to get down. To me, Peter, and Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Impington. 2 imps pop into existence and gingerly help to lift Marcus down from the tree. Thank you, old friends. Okay, that just helped me on over. And I'm gonna make you guys a little bit more powerful. Marcus conjures up 2 blobs of writhing demon shadow and pops them into each of their mouths. They grow muscles and blue jeans.
The creature turns slowly. It's already struck the ground. The world shudders.
Ugh.
From around the corner, a now normal-sized Gregor returning with a Kier head wrapped in a towel and a relatively underdressed Indian. You notice the crack in the world. She points at it. Oh, wow, so he's the one who's been cracking the universe around here lately. Actually, for the record, I'm not a he, but it watches everyone press in on it. Are you sure you can continue fighting in your states?
An imp gnaws noisily at the creature's arm.
It raises 1 foot and casually slams it through the imp.
Peter.
That was Peter! No!
The blue jeans wither.
You keep him right there, Peter. Marcus imbues his spell with demonic energy, allowing it to choose its effect for itself. He achieves demonic effect number 45, a favorite. The fluorescent yellow tree cannon. Out of midair, a giant fluorescent yellow tree trunk materializes, and it slams at speed down into the creature.
It impacts the creature, sending up a wave of dirt. Is that wild magic?
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool.
Sounds like wild magic to me.
Wait, I'm grieving.
Sounds like wild magic to me. You've really been through a transformation, Marcus.
Yeah, I've gone through some shit. I think you kind of know a little bit.
For the record, I'm proud of you.
Okay, I can't tell if you're being patronizing or
Why not? I could be proud of you and also patronizing.
That's a good
By
point.
the way, do you want any assistance with this?
Yes, please.
It's
I
going
do.
to cost you a little bit, probably. I think we got this. No, we're good. Kier points at her. I'm just gonna enact strategy, sit down, and I'm dizzy. Yeah, just to warn you, this is going to cost you a little bit, okay?
What is it going to cost us?
We'll discuss the terms at a later date.
What is it possibly going to cost us, Indian?
In a
going to-
material or an existential sense?
Gregor, the Enorians have a saying, if you have to ask for help, it already existentially costs you. No, this is going to cost something material that I'm going to decide upon later. By the way, it looks like it's removing your tree.
So who's gonna
So it
foot
is.
that bill?
The tree begins to disintegrate into dozens upon dozens of small butterflies. Yes. Fluttering butterfly tree cannon explosion.
It's really cool.
Push.
I wasn't sure if he was making them up on the spot before, but
He definitely is, Gregor. Yeah, that's spot on. Don't worry, we'll talk about the terms of this deal later. Right now we have a spirit... Is it a spirit folk?
Marcus gives her a thumbs up.
Okay, we have a spirit folk to kill. Magic begins to crackle around Inian. Meanwhile, from the road, Horovin, Colvin, and Ash finally reach the respect quarter. A gaggle of imps and rats awkwardly shuffles by. They carry some very familiar goods from Morin's
gods.
shop.
They've definitely been this way.
Yes, definitely been this way.
Wait
Is
a
that-
sec. Rat? Rat,
Yes,
is this?
yes.
I stare at the deck of cards that Morin presented to me the last time I was in his shop. In Rat's hand.
Oh,
no.
God.
No.
Yes, no.
You are not allowed to have
I'm
another
going to-
deck of cards.
I'm going to merely
put those
expand
put those
the
back.
deck of It's
Put
already
those back.
It's
Listen.
already in my pocket. Oh, look at this! It
right, well,
rat,
you know-
rat opens one of the rat's mouths and inserts the deck of cards into it. It's gone now. It's where nobody can follow.
Okay, well, you know what?
Run, quick! Quick! She's got that look in her eyes! Run! The rat runs.
Rat, we are going to talk about this later. Right now, I have pressing business. Until then, I don't know. Morin owns a gun. Just keep that in mind.
You hear from the distance, well, and over the, immediately next to you, you hear one thud and a crack, followed by another thud and a crack. Two forms whiz ragdolling over you. Marcus and Indian lie in a collective pool of blood.
Hey,
Guys,
friends.
what the hell happened?
I'm
Ash, how you doing?
Fine. I pull up the poncho again. What the fuck? Where did you come from?
from the ground. Indian mumbles something to Marcus. Marcus, you're way more badass than you used to be, but I guess we're both not nearly badass as we thought.
I guess not. Hey, we're here and we're here.
Guys, shut up for just a second. I kneel down and grab Inian's arm, pop it back into its socket, and at the same time grip her flesh and send several charges bouncing around her body.
Horvin sees what you're doing, places a sword in the ground, clenches a fist. An aura of peace erupts around him. Your magic is greatly enhanced.
Horvin, whatever that is, thank you. That makes this so much easier. I appreciate that, Horvin. Whatever that is, this makes it much easier to do. Inian, you owe me for that. I turn to Marcus and set to work on all of the bones that are not inside of you right now.
I should point out the fact that you also owe me for helping your friends out.
Okay, the debt cancels out then.
No, the debt does not cancel out. I helped three friends.
I can take back the healing, Inian.
I helped 3 friends, you helped 1 me.
And I think, judging Inian, I can't believe that. You think them equal to you? I say as I'm working on Marcus.
Okay, there's time for this later. Ash, thank you for the healing.
Yeah, Marcus, do you carry around spare cure cloaks? You wouldn't happen to have a gesture to the makeshift tunic I'm wearing?
Who would carry a spare around of your clothing? That's so weird.
I think I have an extra shirt here.
What?
Yeah, this is my last one. My other backup I used to plug a hole in Giant Gregor's head.
You people are so weird. You carry a spare around of her clothing at all times?
I didn't even ask him to. It's just
That's so weird.
This is my clothing.
Wait, why are you wearing my clothes?
Oh, that's so much weirder.
Isn't it?
Yeah, right?
There's no time.
I run behind the statue and quickly change into the new tunic and run out the other side.
Holy hell, I wish I had time stop prepared so there could be time for this. I have so many questions.
So much to argue about. That's fine. We can argue while we're fighting.
This way.
Rat while running away, clanking, yells, "Have fun, everyone!"
Gods! Marcus, he pillaged Morin's shop.
Oh my god, he is so weird and so cool.